Okay, so hey y'all. This reading is going to be about Christian Rock. I think this was pronounced Christian Rock. Honestly, I've been hesitating a lot to do this one. Like everybody I know outside of, like the app and everything has been telling me to read on the situation and just read on her subject and just energy as a whole. But I just couldn't bring myself to it because, well, it's a whole lot of weird shit and just a whole lot of toxicity that I just can't fucking wrap my head about or around. Like everything is just happening in such a fucking like irrealistic way. Like just give it some rest. Everybody is just talking. That nigga doesn't know what the fuck to do. He is all over the place, all the way like confused. His mother is a mess too. She is a mess for still entertaining him. Like she wants to, get her shit together, get her life together. Of course, everybody wants that. She wanna heal. She wanna do shit for herself. She wanna shine on her own and shit like that. But she's a baby mother now. She got a kid, and the last stuff that has been happening with the kid and everything, that was, well, personally speaking, my last straw because, like, something just, it's just a lot of crazy shit out there. Just, I hope everybody stays safe because what is this shit, honey? Um, yeah, she want to do her own thing. She want to, go independent, just be on her own, and do everything she want to do. But she is moving towards that. Like, she is, but she keeps taking a lot of steps backwards whenever she takes his fucking dumb ass back or she entertains him again. And it's crazy. But oh well, we all have been dealing with a certain amount of shit and we sometimes we share it publicly, sometimes we not because we choose the battles that we wanna showcase to the world and shit like that. But I'm sending a lot of just healing energy towards her. That's like the least we can do since everything just happens so publicly. I feel for her at times, but at the same time, at times I don't. I'm gonna be real because you got yourself into this mess. You did this to yourself. Like there is no way that dick is that good for it to just be acting all crazy over it. Like she's starting to see the truth, but at the same time, like she's backtracking because of the familiarity that he makes her feel, and the show and ratings. I think, or whatever the fuck is the case. That is where like that's something that we're going to get into. I'm just grabbing all my decks to see which ones we want to choose from. But yeah, this reading is going to be on Krishan Rock and her whole situation with Blueface, I think. And I'm gonna ask about his mother because this is a little, aggy. It's a little too aggy to be honest. So we're just gonna see, child. We're gonna see what is going to be popping up. I grab every motherfucking deck in the picture. But yeah, we're going to be asking about her current energy and everything as a starter for the whole reading. So yes, let's ask about her current energy. Okay, wait, let me just estimate the time. Okay, let's see. Um, Christian Rock. I hope I'm pronouncing her name right because honestly, I do not keep up with stuff like that. But I like to just know what is going on or just what is happening. Of course, after asking permission, she needs to heal. She is trying to move forward. She's like of course hurt because of everything that's has been taking place and has publicly taken over. Even though it rings more bells and it brings more I'd say just press and just engagements with her name and everything. It still throws her whole kind of balance off. And she's trying to move forward and just take action towards what. Let's see. Sean Rock. Sean Rock. Let's see what she's trying to. Oh, she's trying to move forward. Like she knows that like that guy she is with or she entertains and shit like that is always on some fuck shit. Is what I'm hearing her say. Like he's always on some fuck ass shit. Even though, she tries to cut him off and cut the communication off and everything, she knows that she can't escape it because, well, now they have a family together, they have a son, even though there is that tense, awkward atmosphere in there, and even though the home ain't that stable no more, and even though, everybody just is having, like, I'm hearing her say, everybody just having an opinion about what I do and about how I mother my child and how I like how good or bad I do. I'm still learning as I go. I'm still trying to grow. You can't just shit on me and stunt on me and just expect me to still do good. That's why she needs to be taken. Yeah, she needs to be clear in her head. She needs to be taking a break from social media, from all the fuck ass shit that she endures with this guy, from everything that has to do with, like looking stuff up online, posting a lot. She needs to retreat back and isolate herself in order for her to gain a little bit of balance because there is a lot of just toxicity and just dark energy just looming around her because of everything that she is choosing to entertain now. Um, there is a lot of disagreements and just conflicts about everything, especially now that like she's still trying to make a coin. She's still trying to make money for herself and make a name for herself, but she's also feeling super burnt out and super exhausted and just feeling like she's on the verge of just giving up. She needs to clear her head and she needs to let that mental clarity break through in order for her to feel joy, in order for her to raise her child right and to raise her baby in the right way because everybody now is just concerned for all the stuff that they have been seeing online about every single situation and all that stuff. So she needs to monitor herself and she needs to just take a step back and just breathe and take everything slow because this ain't going to help her like in the longer run. Like granted, she's making her money, she's still in a given mode and just learning as she goes and everything, but at the same time there is lots of just indecision and lots of sadness and her just feeling like she's on her own and everybody's just turning against her and her wishing like she has some sort of just like a wise company that she could just like vent to or just like rant to without feeling like maybe they will like rat her out or maybe they'll just run to the internet and just expose whatever conversation she will be having with them. Um, yeah, see, there's also magic involved, but not well, not magic involved. My bad. There is a magician card. I'm sorry. It's all about just wanting to manifest better things and manifest like more collaborations for herself. She wants to just expand her deals, expand her business. Just I don't know what business she has, but she wants to just gain like more opportunities for herself. She wants to be able to work with brands or make a name out there for herself and just negotiate her worth, her prices, and give her prices and shit like that. She's contemplating about moving on and just cutting people off and out of her life, but she's not ready just yet. She's still holding on to everything and holding on to that man because here he shows up as such a manipulative man. But she also shows up as somebody who like will still keep taking your shit or whatever. But at the same time, she has her she has her bad moments too. Like, and she was under the influence. She used to be under. I'm here like heavily under the influence, or just drinking, or well, or smoking. I don't know what she does, but she used to be doing a lot of that, and some of it just kind of like still has some type of lingering just effects on her. But at the same time, she needs to, in order for her to thrive and just to break free from all of this, she needs to want better for herself. She needs to like realize that she needs better. She has the potential within her to do so much more better and to just go to further places. She has all that shit within her. She just needs to fucking unlock that. But She's just trying to work on her own and just at her own pace and everything, but at the same time, she's very much just scared and indecisive and not knowing like which decision or like which direction she should be going towards. See, yeah, there is that feeling of her just feeling like everybody is kind of like abandoning her and just feeling like she's left out in the cold, and no matter how hard she worked or tried to prove to people that she is changing or she is evolving and she is trying to move forward and everything, nobody is believing her and nobody is taking whatever she's saying for you know for real, because they saw how she still always like go back to that man. So they're like, we refuse to just like believe all that stuff, like you always just go back to him. There's also lots of tension with him, like she keeps watching the shit that he does, and he keeps watching her too. And there is that feeling of just like insecurities and just feeling like you're on your own and nobody's kind of like checking in on you unless it's to get like some gossips and some dirt on you. And even though she tries to act like I'm trying, like she is trying for real, but I'm trying to be okay and everything, and I'm trying to move forward and all that stuff. She feels burnt out. She feels so burdened with all the issues and all the problems and everything just being so public, that now she's just not knowing what exactly is there for her to be wishing for or just to do. So let's just send lots of, you know, loving and just clarity towards her because we're child. Okay, let's see. Now let's ask about her and Blueface's relationship. Let's see. What is the energy? Well, alright. What is the nature of, like, what is the real nature and energy of Chrisean and Blueface's relationship? Like, what is the real energy and what's the real deal between them? Chrisean and Blueface. Chrisean and Blueface. Okay, so the first thing I'm hearing is him saying that I don't fuck with the hoe. But at the same time, like, he wouldn't let her shine. He wouldn't let her move forward on her own. Like, he'll be okay. So what I'm seeing and what I'm hearing is him just like sticking to her like a fucking leash, just because he needs to suck her dry, basically, and suck her energy dry in order for him just like feel so superior and just like so much better about himself. Okay, let's see. Yeah, it feels like there is always that back and forth. I mean, it doesn't feel like that. There is always that back and forth. There is always the energy of just standing up for yourself and just going back and forth all the time, repeatedly and repetitively, every day, every month, every week, to the point that it has become a pattern that you can just fucking break out of, just because it's now kind of like made itself a habit, or kind of like turned into something that you have to do in your routine in order for you to keep going. It's such a bro, we've all been there, honestly. Who hasn't had like a bad encounter in love wise and stuff like that? There's also the energy of so I get it, to be honest, lots of indecisiveness. It's like, I want to let go. I need to just free myself and break free from all this, because then nigga won't break my soul. And he's like, oh God. And she's like, I have to do that. And there's lots of indecisiveness because, like, if I do that, will it, like, lessen the opportunities for me? Will it lessen the money? Will it lessen the chances for any shit to work? It's like there is a lot in there, like, at stake, and at the same time, like, I just want to break free. Like, it's just like such a defeating process. Like, they just want to move forward. Okay, let's see, Chrisean's side when it comes to Blueface and whatever dynamics they have. Yeah, it's like she just wants to move forward. She just wants to move into a direction with, like, just herself and her child, her baby. She just wants to have a good life. She just wants to offer herself something that is deserving of her. She just want to have fun. But at the same time, it's like whatever way or whichever way she goes towards, or like she directs herself towards and everything, she feels like all of her insecurities kind of like come forward, or she feels like he's going to be there to just like stop her from doing her own thing, stop her from reaching whatever it is that she's wishing for. She feels like he's always going to kind of like, okay, so he's always going to kind of like mess with her head, or just like control her, or make her feel like she isn't doing a great job. But the moment she will actually realize that it's all up in her head, I won't lie, he might be fucking up her finances, or he might be just kind of like making her doubt herself, or make her feel like she's lesser than what she is worth, just so she won't see her own worth, and so she would still depend on him and just comply to whatever he's saying. At the end of the day, he would just kind of like eat her brain out and just lick it clean, and kind of like make her just backtrack from everything. That's such a fucking that he's such a fucking bum ass. Like, bro, if she actually does see her potential, like she okay, I'm not saying that she's all the way nice, because nobody is that. She can be cold, she can be cruel with her mouth, she can have like a fist that is stronger than any word she can throw, or like she can punch. I'm hearing that she has a mean punch. Anyway, she can like beat somebody's ass. She can do a lot. She ugh, my god, she's no saint. But at the same time, like, if she actually knows whatever, like, if she actually just kind of realizes her actual worth, and realizes that he is going to be the same nigga, and he isn't going to change, and he's only going to drag her down, um down down such an unhealthy road, and such an unhealthy way. She's going to learn that the hard way, because he's just controlling her mind. He's just literally, you know, always trying to charm her, or like, they'll fight, and he'll show her that he is such a fucking brutal and chaotic man, and he isn't deserving of shit, and he would make her cry, and he would make her feel all the way fucked up. But he would still come back, lie to her, dick her down, or give her gifts, and just try to control her, or just, charm her and shit like that. And all the judgments and all the realizations and everything that she's ever had about him in her head, yes, is going to retreat back in the back burner of her head. And yeah, my god, they'll just go back to whatever they were, and viewers is going to be like, oh, not again. And she won't realize this until it's way too late, like way too late for her. But at the same time, she wants to secure money for herself. It's like she knows to an extent what does he do to her, but at the same time, she's like, if we're making money out of this, then she will just fucking stay there and stand there and just take it. But she also, let me see, I don't see any loving emotions towards him. I do see lots of regrets, and her crying, and her just, struggling to move forward, and her feeling indecisive and stalling her healing process just to stay a little longer with him, and her just feeling like she's the victim in this bitch, and her just being the other woman and the side chick, and her just feeling like she isn't getting anything, while the other woman is just crowned as the queen, and taking all the compliments, all the claims, and staking claims at that nigga and everything. And she's just sitting there and just feeling anxious, and feeling, like kind of like weak, or just all in her feelings about how both of them are making her feel. Although she is in a way to blame for all the stuff that she be putting herself to. Like, why would you just keep letting him break your heart like that? But at the same time, healing is different for many, like for everybody, to be honest. But she just stays there and breaks her own heart, and she just allows him to do that. I wouldn't be surprised if she succumbs to some of like her drinking habits, or just her just being excessively like talking, doing a lot, just being all over the place, and like feeling like she's just a mess and super confused because of disconnection, because of everything that he puts her through, because she just can't stop herself, or like she just doesn't accept the fact that this is something that she needs to end, and he just doesn't make it easy for her either. Let's see, blue faces energy towards Chrisean and whatever that they're having. Blue faces energy towards Chrisean and whatever it is that they're having together. Let's see. He's really kind of like he keeps his real like feelings very much hidden, because he knows that the shit that he makes her go through is really unfair. But he's also very stubborn. Like he doesn't. I don't. Okay, wait. He does know that like she brings him money. That she makes his name relevant from time to time. He does know that she comes with a pride, well, a pride and a price, and she is kind of like the price and price for him too. It's crazy because like I hear all those words: price, pride, and price. So he knows his priorities when it comes to her. What is such an easy way to rile her up? By using her past against her. I don't know if he does that, but that's like the first thing that I picked up on. Using her past against her, kind of making her feel like cornering her, making her feel like she's on her own, nobody's by her side, kind of like just making her retreat back, making her feel like she has nobody but him, and he kind of like runs shit. And he does, because he really is in the emperor energy within the reverse, which means that he's all about just wanting control and wanting to kind of like just be the boss of her. He refuses to let her be independent and just do her own thing. He will always remind her that like he will always like come at her and remind her that he's always watching her, and he's always keeping an eye on her, and just she wants to really prosper, because she isn't aware of everything that she does, and she is just like a nobody compared to the other women. Like he makes her feel lesser than she really is, just so he can make her seek his validation. He's such a fucking manipulator. Like, my god, like literally. Mm-mm. Mm-mm. The only thing is, he does see her as somebody, like who is compassionate, who is passionate. But he also sees her as somebody who can kind of like be a little too greedy and just wanting everything to herself. That's why he makes it his mission to just, makes her, to just make her feel like she's lesser than him, and she wants to be able to ever fucking move forward from him, because he wants to give her that, and because he would just try to win her over again. Does he feel angry? Yes. But he also feels very much, yeah. He does feel angry. Let's see. Why does he feel angry and just want to argue with her all the time? Like, why? What's the real reason behind that? The card flew. The reason is he just can't seem to let go. It's because she came just, I don't know what is their history together, but he's like, she just came up, or she just started doing all this shit, and she just like prospered, or like skyrocketed. So like, I've been here first, or I was known before her, or some type of just feeling like just clashing egos, pettiness, and just arguing with her because she makes more than him, or he just like feels inferior to her deep down within, and he just kind of like wants to involve himself and add himself into the equation, and just add more balance to whatever situation, and just get a profit off of whatever that she's making. He also does know that he does treat her unfairly, but he wouldn't for real stop. he'd still be coming at her. But he does like it when, she's showing out and showing off because he knows that he will just have fun with her that way, and he will just, like kind of like trap her. Ooh, child, I hope that she isn't going to get pregnant again by him because my God, I hope that she ain't that, stupid. Okay, let's just get some oracles about their whole thingy. I just want to know. I think I put the deck somewhere in here. Oh, okay, I found it. Just get few cards, then we're gonna move to what? Her and his other baby mother. Okay, let's see. Chrisean and Blueface. God, I always want to say baby face or whatever. Chrisean Rock and Blueface. Chrisean Rock and Blueface. Crushed, shattered, broken, and feeling alone. Like, I've said that. I think I just said that. Ooh. Financial support, child support, and alimony. I think alimony. I do not know how to pronounce that word for the life of me. But yeah, he does make her feel super alone. He always makes it his mission, sorry, to shatter her or kind of like make fun of her or like her dreams and just make her feel lesser than her own self and just make her doubt her own worth. Like, I've been saying this for the past minutes, God. Single, enjoying solo adventures. Intervention, everybody's, coming to the rescue and just wanting to have a say in everything. And they keep mirroring one another. Like, they're both petty towards one another. They, like, if he's just acting petty towards her, she's gonna act petty towards him. At times she does take the high road, but he sorry, but he does keep provoking her and coming at her. The only thing she's gonna do, or like he makes it so hard for her. Settlements, coming into an agreement or a compromise. She needs to, like take care of her own feelings and her own self and emotions because it's just like everything is just, family. Also, his family plays a role in all of this shit. Anxiety, scared, panic, all up in your head. Infidelity and third party relationships. Of course, he'd be juggling between two women. Who knows? Like, even more. History, something from the past, is still affecting their current situation. And let's see. I mean, recalling, reminiscing memories, and just, being stuck all up in there and all up in your head and just feeling nostalgic and wishing that, they can maybe like reminisce about all that together and just reconcile or, like make up and stuff like that. Pretending. Drama queen and over. Over. Listen, learn, finished, complete. But, they just keep going at it and it brings the views, the more the merrier. It brings money and still scared even after all the realizations that you've got. And love is in the reverse. Like, I haven't seen any good any good card about them just, feel like maybe they're just going through like that rough patch and they're gonna get it together, but they just want out. But at the same time, like, they know the income get is going to lessen if they ever like part ways. But yeah, I just am hoping for them to just fucking realize that this isn't something good. Okay, let's see now. We're going to move towards her and who? And his mother. But before I do that, I'm just going to just quickly check in about the complications that's kind of like surround their child together, just really quickly. I don't know the name. I'm not keeping up with all that, but I'll just say their child as a whole because I do not read on children. Can we please get the energy around Chrisean and see? I was gonna say baby blue again. Blueface's baby, their child. Like, just see. She did not like. Okay, let's see. Let's get a card about his energy when it came to this. Yeah, he did not give a fuck. He just had to come at her. See, he knew it was unfair. She did not like the fact that he was trying to put up all those here like accusations and claims and just claim that she is a bad mother and shit like that. She's like, I did not like that. Like, you don't see me going all up in your business about a lot of that shit. You don't see me talking to you about how you like you parent your kids or like your parents and style and everything. I'm still trying to learn. Stop doing this. Stop making me feel like I have to always fucking defend myself. Nobody is born like no knowing is all. But at the same time, like there is a saying that goes by every woman is a mother. It just like it's like a thing that she has within her, sorry, and she kind of like has to activate it or whatever. And I saw some people really like tweet that towards her and stuff like that, and she just went on live just saying a lot of stuff. See, there was a lot like he just didn't care. Like he just knew he had to say something because he didn't like the way she was getting so much recognition and the way that people were just kind of like rooting for her and the public victories that she was making and the scores, or like the way that people were kind of like just bashing him and turning their backs on him and just cheering her on. He didn't like that at all, so he just had to come and say all that and just put out private information about whatever that was concerning the child. Let's see. Let's get a few more cards. Yeah, there's he's just like such a reckless person. That definitely did make her cry a lot and just made her feel so anxious and so sad because now that I'm kind of like letting you in again and just trusting you and trying to just cooperate and co-parent with you and shit like that, you're just wanting to be stubborn and just move that way and move in a funny way and just talk shit about me and gossip about me and just blow the shit all the way over and just be sneaky and manipulative. And she just like wants to she contemplated actually like walking away from all this and everything because of the way that he just handled everything and just did all that shit and broke her heart in the process and did like even posted his baby's private parts and stuff like this. Crazy. Yeah, he violated every boundary. She felt ashamed for the first time. Like she felt ashamed to actually kind of like be involved with him. She felt violated, and she just was looking at everything and just literally was deciding to cut him off. But she just held herself back and just kept watching everything because she knew if they eventually like really fucking fell out and fell off, then lots of secrets are going to come to the light. So he just wooed his charm right the fuck back in, and days after, well, I don't know, but they still talked again and made up or whatever. I do not know what is her zodiac sign, but she needs to heal. They need to heal. They need to bring lots of balance. This is childlike energy here, the baby's energy, I'd say, because angelic is still fresh, a little small and everything. They just need to do better for that bundle of joy. Instead of just arguing, they should just pause all that shit and just surrender to all the changes that they're embracing instead of just doing all this shit. Like, y'all are grown, literally. My God. Okay, so let's move forward towards her and Blue's mother. Okay, let's see. The energy between them. We just do that and we go from there. What is the energy between Chrisean and baby? Oh my God, no, Blueface's mother. My God. Somebody might like wearing baby blue from them. Okay, let's see. Let me just shuffle. The energy between Chrisean and Baby Blue's. Oh my God, Blueface's mother. What the fuck? What is this? The energy between Chrisean and Baby. Oh, fuck. Blueface's mother. The energy between Chrisean and Blue's mother. We'll just put it at that. Blueface, right? Let's see. Uh, they do not fuck with one another, regardless of like. There's a lot of stuff that has happened from the past that is still kind of like lingering around and just making them not fuck with one another. Um, Lots of toxicity, lots of just words being thrown back and forth and just, you know, hurting the woman that your child has memories with and gave you a grandchild with. But she doesn't care. Let me see. Let's get okay. Let's try with this deck. Let's get more with this deck actually. Let's see. How does Krishan feel about Blueface's mother? How does she feel about her? My God. Okay, wait. Yeah, see, she does not fuck with her. She isn't happy with her. She isn't satisfied with whatever the fuck that she be saying. She does not like all that shit. She wouldn't like she wants and wouldn't hesitate to come at her and just show her what the fuck is really going on if she ever keeps coming at her or like her child. Um, she tries to kind of like move forward with grace and whatever to like as a way of just respecting her because she's a mother and she's the um grandmama and everything, grandmother and stuff. But at the same time, it's like they take my silence or it's just me not speaking or not saying anything for weakness. And she doesn't like that. She's angry as how things are left off between them. She's angry at the way she kept coming at her and kept, punishing her or just saying slick shit at her. And she doesn't fuck with her. But she definitely does watch everything that she be saying about her or her kid. She definitely does see everything. And she doesn't like it. She just really be having her fucked up. Yeah, she doesn't like her. She respects her for, like being a mother and stuff like that, but at the same time, like you should know what I deal with. You should know what your son be putting me through. You should know everything that's been happening and stuff. But you just choose to be blindly and boldly just dump and just take all that your son's side and everything and not be fair and just be unfair towards me and shit like that and just hurts me and just she really does get her all the way fucked up in her head and just make her feel kind of like trigger her mentally, and that's not good. That ain't good at all. Like no matter how hard she tries and everything, they still just make it their fucking mission to make her every and each progress crumble the fuck down. She doesn't like her. She sees her as someone who is extremely petty for her age and who is extremely malicious and who just is harmful and just wants to hurt everybody in her way. Now let me see how does his mother feel about her really quickly. Then we go to ask about the baby mother. Let's see how does Blueface's mother feel about Krishan. How does Blueface? She sees her as somebody who is a gossiper, who can't keep a secret for shit, who just has a bad, slick mouth. Who she sees her, she belittles her a lot, like little girl, or like saying some shit like that. She does see her as somebody who is very petty, who just always was partying, who wouldn't know how to handle a kid, who doesn't work on herself. She sees her as somebody who isn't, too happy with whatever they're doing. She definitely does see her as somebody who didn't deserve her child. I wouldn't be surprised if the mother is. Let me not say that honestly because it's weird to even say, but the energy, like, she's way too obsessed with her son. Like, nobody deserves her son. Or, like, I saw her say something about Megan Thee Stallion ain't so good to just give my son a child. Like, what the fuck? What is wrong with that lady? What the fuck is wrong with that woman? Honestly. Yeah, she's like, you didn't deserve my son. She be looking at them like she knows. That's the thing though. Like she knows her son is such a fucking menace to society. Like she knows he's shit. She knows he's manipulative. She knows he's emotionally really unavailable, but she still loves him because that's what mothers do. But at the same time, like she knows the dark shit and just like the fucked up shit that he be doing to her or like the other woman and everything. But she decides to burden herself with all that stuff and just idolizes her kid and just, lash out and bash the other women instead of just, talking to her kid and trying to knock some sense into him. But if you didn't raise a kid well from the beginning, they ain't gonna change now unless they get some therapy. And that's on some real shit because shit. A lot of us need that shit, honestly. Um, she sees her as somebody who would just, like, okay, so she does see her as somebody who is hurting and shit. But at the same time, she's like, okay, don't shit on everybody's parade now that you're just not feeling well. Let's see, how does she feel about her? How does she feel about Chrisean? Blueface's mother, how does she feel about Chrisean? Ooh, that's a lot of cards. Yeah, she doesn't fuck with her either. It's crazy because they do not like one another, like, at all. She sees her as someone who is like too smug or just always wanting to act funny and be funny, but it won't be funny if you're gonna get smacked. She wouldn't mind putting her into her place either. Like, I just hope that it doesn't get like physical or something again. Let's see. She definitely sees, like wants everybody to get along at some point, but she isn't going to, like run to just do that or rush the process because she doesn't care, and she just want to hold her son close to her heart and chest all the motherfucking time. She just will always take her son's side and never somebody else's side. Let me see. Jaden Alexis, that's the name of the girl. Let's just see. What is the energy around Chrisean and Jaden Alexis? Around Chrisean and Jaden Alexis. Oh man, they do not like one another. I don't know why I'm saying that as if it's surprising me. It's because of the man that he's little literally like in between them. Like there's a lot of just, sneakiness, lies, abuse, a verbal one, bullying. Feeling like you're always gonna get away with shit, like no matter how much you're having him or you're thinking that you're having him, I've always had him. He's always gonna come back to me. Both of them are just acting stupid over that man. Let's see. Otherwise, yeah, it's all because of the man. It's all because of him. All because of the toxicity and the temptations and all the shit that he be spewing to both of them. And Dick Gummy Goofy is what I'm hearing. They do not like one another. They do not fuck with one another. At all, actually. They're just bored. There's the energy of boredom. Like, what's new? She always does this. She always talks shit. She always just wanna come at me. She always just wanna swing at me. She always just wanna do this and this and that. What's next? What's this about? What is gonna happen? Like, see, there's lots of heartbreak and sadness and just watching one another and just, not having a stable type of foundation or just not even wanting to kind of like involve the kids in whatever that there is. There's just like lots of losses and just sadness and just lots of being like, I won, when in reality you ain't won shit because nobody's gonna tame that man. Nobody's just gonna, like just rock with him or just like fuck with him except for those two ladies because, well, you know. But yeah, lots of indecisions, lots of just wanting just like be left alone from Chrisean's side. But the other, let's see, from Jaden's side, what is it from Jaden's side towards Chrisean? Yeah, she always, I have a word to just say to that bitch. I have to tell her this. I have to tell her something. Is what I'm hearing. Like, yeah. She plots against her. She just be watching her and just, like, be sending her messages or just, talking shit about her or just dissing her. I think that she be posting songs, no? She feels like she's the one who's running shit. Like she is the empress. Like she is the owner of the house. She's the housewife. The other one is just like the side piece. She feels like she is everything. Meanwhile, Chrisean is just like nothing compared to her. Let's see. Chrisean towards Jaden Alexis. I think that's her name. Jaden Alexis. Chrisean towards Jaden Alexis. Chrisean towards Jaden Alexis. Chrisean towards Jaden Alexis. Yeah, she's just like, I just want to be left alone. Like, she always just dragged me into some shit, into some of her shit to just make herself trend and just look better and stuff. It's just like lots of just all of this over that man, and she ain't too happy with this, and she just feels like this is such a fucking just impulsive thing and hasty thing to do and keep doing all the time. Like, just let me be. But she knows that this isn't going to end until, they fight it over or like fight it out or just really like smack one another, because literally that's just what is going to get down to. Either gets physical or just keep throwing jabs at one another and just keep coming at one another. There ain't no new beginning in here, but she might find love or might just have that type of happy family or happy ending that she longs for if balance is being restored in this whole ordeal. But if it isn't, then oh well, shame, to be honest. It's just a lot. Like, she's dealing with a loss all because of the men that she chose and that she's dealing with. And I just hope that she will get to realize what the fuck is up and what's going on sooner rather than just later, to be honest. But yeah, this is the reading about Chrisean Rock. I've been hesitant to do since like fucking forever. I hope that it was at least, bringing some type of more information or just a little bit of just clarity into the whole ordeals and just situations that keep happening and taking place. And yeah, until the next readings, bye.